brothers and sisters, as we are starting to notice, women are panicking. I can't speak for any other race. I can only speak for the women that look like me, because that's all I date. I only date black women. And right now, sisters are panicking because every time they go outside, all they see are women. Men don't approach, men don't holler. Even some men are stopping to slide in the DMs. They are panicking. They are no longer getting the attention they crave. They are no longer getting the attentions they want. When they go to the club now, all they see are women. Social gathering, all they see are women. Anywhere they go, their favorite restaurants, all they see are women. They are panicking. They are panicking. And ladies, I'm sorry to say it, but you sisters brought this on yourselves. Because when men was on the hunt, when men was approaching, when men was trying to holler, y'all ladies wasn't having it.
You know, especially with my sisters, when it comes to black women, we are the main ones talking about, oh yeah, you know, I don't need no man for real. Like, I love living my best life. I love being single. You know, I just have my whole little roster of guys that I rotate through. I don't need no husband though. I don't even want to be tied down and settled down and married. That's old school. That's outdated. You know, my grandma did that and she was miserable. You know, my great grandma did that and she was miserable. My mama did that to all these no good ass niggas and she was miserable too. So I'll be damned. And like I said, behind the scenes, y'all are crying.
Facts. How many times have we seen that? How many videos on social media, on Facebook groups have we seen that? On Instagram, on Twitter, now X. How many times, even here on YouTube, how many times have we seen women saying exactly what our good sister just said? But meanwhile, they are lonely. Meanwhile, they are craving companionship. Meanwhile, they are hurting on the inside.
Men are no longer obsessed with women. Men are growing out of that. Thank God. A lot of men are done with dating. They're not chasing women anymore, and they are on their mission to become successful. About time. You men need to realize everything I was saying in 2023 and 2024 has come true. All these women out here were just using you to go on what they call a date, but it's not a date. It is literally a way for her to eat for free. They don't want to be in love with anyone ever. The reason why these women don't want to be in love with anyone ever, because they have something that has replaced men, and that is her phone. The value that a woman puts on the attention that she gets from her phone is far more than actually settling down and being with one man. And she knows if she's in a relationship, she's not going to be able to spend time on her phone the way she does every single second of the day. Therefore, she does not want to be in a relationship.
Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
The reason why the dating pool is so trash is because of us, the women. I'm gonna explain. Women are so brainwashed that if you're single and that you're not committed or have a ring on your finger, that you could talk to whoever you want to talk to. You could date who you want to date. You can have sex with who you want to have sex with. We're brainwashed to think that. Listen, ladies, when I tell y'all, that's nasty. It says a lot about us as women if we feel like just because we're not in a committed relationship that we could do whatever the fuck we want. Why is it that what we want is to be outside? Why is it that what we want is to have a roster? That's a problem. And then y'all wonder why men treat us how they treat us is because we treat ourselves like this.
God bless this young sister. God bless this young sister because she's spitting facts. She is spitting facts. Ladies, listen to me. Another reason why men that are intentional, men that's looking for marriage, men that are looking for a relationship, another reason why they stay inside is because what this young lady said. Women are now outpacing men when it comes to being a 3 or 4, being a dog, being whatever you want to call it. Women are outpacing men. Women don't respect sex anymore. Go to Houston, STD. Go to Atlanta, STD. Go to New York, STD. I mean, most majority cities right now, nothing but STD. If me right now, Eze, if I'm smashing 6, 7 women on my roster at the same time, guess what? Those 7 women probably got a roster of 4 or 5 men, they are also smashing. You see? This quote-unquote sexual revolution is really, really messing up your sisters. It really is. Now, to cap it all off, our good sister is going to express why she feels men are no longer coming outside, why men are no longer approaching, why men are no longer interested in women. If you made it this far, hit that like button and leave a comment to trigger YouTube's algorithm. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to let you know every time I upload a new video.
I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends the other day, and she was telling me how she has a male friend who she's interested in romantically. And I said, have you said anything to him? And she was like, no. And I said, why not? And she said, well, he should get my hints. And I said, hints? What hints? She's like, I mean, the way I act around him and all this stuff. And I was like, the way you act around him? Like, what do you mean? And she's like, he should see that I like him. And I was just like, so why don't you just tell him that you like him? And she's like, well, I don't do that. I don't chase men. And I was like, I like chasing men and letting a man know that you're interested in him are two different things. Chasing a man is when he knows that you like him and he's still not giving you any type of time of day or whatever. He kind of has you just kind of lingering over here. Letting a man know, and I don't necessarily mean like, hey, I like you, but giving him some subtle hints at least to let him know that you like him is two totally different things. And I was like, so how do you think he's going to know that you like him if you never say anything? She's like, well, he's going to have to figure it out. And I had to tell her, like, in this day and time, men are not approaching women, which is really weird to me. But I had to sit back and think, like, why aren't men approaching women? And I've come up with the thought of maybe it has to do with COVID and the Me Too movement. COVID, we were in the house for a year and a half by ourselves. And so we've just kind of learned how to, one, be by ourselves. And two, the Me Too movement, let me tell you something. If you talk or get with the wrong woman, they can ruin your whole life. I mean, just look at Shannon Sharp. He just lost his job at ESPN because he wanted some little young OnlyFans model who he was in a relationship with, but then turned around and said, oh yeah, you sexually assaulted me, raped me, the R word and all these other things. And it's just like, what? So yeah, men, I think, gentlemen, if I'm wrong, let me know. But this is just my thought process, that men are just kind of like, just being cautious. Like, yeah, I'm not approaching women because, also in the day of social media, women will do dumb things like post it on social media and be like, oh, look at this guy, he tried to talk to me, oh, he's weird, so it's like, I think men are just like, I'm good. Like, if you're interested, let me know. But other than that, I'm just going to keep it moving. That's how I perceive it. And honestly, if I was a man, that's probably how I would perceive it too. Because like I said, women would be like, he sexually assaulted me. Blanche, all he did was touch your elbow. Now everything is creepy. Everything is a sexual assault. Everything is unwanted attention. Men would usually be like, hi, how you doing? Smile. Oh, you look good today. Now women are like, what do you mean? Why are you smiling at me? Wait, what do you mean I look good today? Everything is taken so out of context. So yeah, if I was a man, I wouldn't say anything to women. I'm going to keep it moving. Unless you stop me and be like, hey, I like you. I'd be like, all right. Keep it moving. So fellas, let me know, am I off? Am I putting too much thought into this? Like I said, it was just my thought, because I was just trying to figure out, like, what has happened over the past few years, because before I could go anywhere. I could be at the gas station, the grocery store, walking down the street, and men would be like, they would stop me, hey, I find you attractive, can I get your number, whatever. I get stares. They looking at me, I'm looking at him. They looking at me, I'm looking at him. And we're looking like, are we gonna say anything?
Now, what do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Either way, leave your comments below so we can start this conversation. Until the next video, stay safe in the streets. Later. That will wrap it up for today's episode. And thank you for joining me. So please, leave your comment below. If you agree, if you disagree, it doesn't matter. Leave the comment below. And also, you tell me what you want me to cover. You tell me what you want me to discuss and what you want me to react to. Okay? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you on the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's rebuild the Black nuclear family. It is needed. Okay? God bless.